What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. We're live a little early today for some Saturday afternoon BetRivers Poker Championship grinding. We're getting started early. See if we can get some success early here on the stream. We're in a satellite. We're in the $3 monster stack where we're checking back here with a pair of aces rivered, the pair of sixes. Just hoping for someone else to bet, I suppose. Misses out on some value from possibly me for sure. Check back and lose, but lose the minimum there, I believe. Starting out, we're okay here. 23 of 48 in that one. 10 of 22 here in the $30, and here as we defend, we're 6 of 7, but it's very early here in this $5 satellite. We're gonna be check folding here though. This is pretty bad for King 8 no heart. Queen 4 will call. And they kind of barrel without hesitation there. We just want to get out of there, I think. Made a pair. It's hard to make a pair in this game. They call. Now we have 2 pair. It's really hard to make 2 pair in this game. We win, right? Yep. Yep. Hey, darling, catches up with me. As we said, it's hard to make a pair in this game. We make one here. Check raise on this board. Okay, this player came to fight. They want to fight. I get it. They chose violence today. Okay, everybody wants to fight. Everybody wants to fight me today. See bet here on Queen 3-7. That one will take down. Raise again here. Now we got Jack 7 of spades. When we check raised off this hand. Check back. Check back again. I made a pair. I can beat your King 9. We bluffed here. We lost. They have top pair? What they have? Top pair, yeah. Top pair, yeah. We raised here pre-flop with 5-4 suited. Pair of 5s and an open ender now. I call. We both call. Interesting. I'm out. What do you got? Pair of queens is definitely good. This player does not like to fold. They did not like to fold there. Pair of 5s. All right, let's raise it up here with ace 10. Boop, burp, boop, burp, boop, burp. Maybe would have defended, but we'll fold here. King queen suited. We raise it up here. Two collar flop is ace 4-4. Fold there is annoying though. This player, I don't know. Are they bluffing for one big blind? Seems weird, but for Olympia, we're just gonna ship the threes. Pocket tens. Versus two limps, we're just gonna ship the tens. Stop limping. Too soon to ask how poker's coming along? Yes, indeed. How did you do the $3 PKO? I did not make the FT. I lost on a nasty one. I forget what it was though. It was something, some PKO BS, you know, like ace king ace jack or something. I forget. No, I had like a break even night last night. which sucked because I came into the $50 grant FT like 3 of 8 and ended up in 6th, just bled. And then had a nice spot in the $100 PKO. We min cashed it like after the bubble broke, got in ace jack against, what was it, like king 4 suited or something, and they got there. That's okay, that's poker. We go again. And yes, I will be grinding all weekend. Today and tomorrow. Today might be like an earlier stream ending than usual. Like we might not go too late tonight just because I want to be fresh for tomorrow. And I had an extra stream this week for a good reason. I won a trophy, but it did still tire me out a little bit at a stream I wasn't planning on doing and was up late at night when I had planned on hopefully catching up on some sleep. So instead we increased that sleep debt and now I'm sort of paying the price. Got ace queen here. 3 ways. Bluffs pot on river will fold. Excuse me? What fucking what, dude? What the fuck? All right, I'm not gonna yeet in 30 big blinds with ace 5 suited, but they shouldn't be eating 30 big blinds themselves with really anything here. I don't think, but we'll fold. Let's raise here. Okay, they click it back. We'll call with Jack 10. Check here. Bet the river. Okay, I'm very curious what they were like click back raising me with. Raise it up here with 8s. You perceive with your mind. Call that here with Queen 4 after a check down pot. King River was Ace 3 Jack, Ace King. They're value betting their king, of course. Nobody's ever even stab bluffing. Don't call, don't call, don't call. River bets. Never do it. My lucky hand tonight, by the way, my daughter made a snowflake for me, and on the hand she made some poker cards. So it's specifically the King of Hearts and the Nine of Diamonds. So keep an eye out. I'm gonna play the King of Hearts and the Nine of Diamonds tonight. This is close, so this could be a semi-lucky hand. Maniac jams again. This guy's fucking crazy, dude. I don't know if he's crazy enough that I wanted to stack off Ace 10, but hopefully we'll get him. I don't think I made the FT in the $3. I don't remember where I finished. I finished final two tables, really? I don't remember. It was very, very late at night. $3 BPC. Completed. Speed bag PKO. Yeah, brother, I finished in, that was a 8 max. I finished 16th. You finished after me. You did not finish before I did. I got 16th. You got 8th. So no, I did not make the FT. I went out in 16th place. You can only use them for the final tournament of the series. Tough break, but you know. So he's the King 10 of diamonds. From LA to Tokyo. GG what? GG what? King 4 suited here. Was afraid they had 6-7. They had 7-8. Close enough. They'd probably bet if they was 6-7. Defend pocket 8s here in the $3. Recall. Bet the turn. Check. You win. All in down here with jacks. There's limp fold. Ace king here. Ace king is good. Raise aces here. Mullen. Jack 5 makes the call with 6% equity, 0% on the turn. Things you just love to see, you know? Things you'd absolutely just love to see. What? Why? Chaka chaka. Yeah, you turn me on. Queen 9 suited up against the Jacks. Brit beats the Jacks. In love with me. Going for a walk. That's a good way to clear your head. Absolutely. I back that 100%. Money be okay. Spent a little time outside today. Not really, but we went to a Home Depot workshop with my daughter, then to the library. I had an eye appointment. I fucking poked myself in the eye with my beard trimming scissors, believe it or not, and I have a scratch on my cornea. Freakish fluke accident. But I have like antibiotic drops, and I think it's gonna be okay. Might have like more likelihood to injure my eye in the future because the cornea is a little weakened, but other than that, it should recover and be normal. Ace Queen here. Freaking nits, dude. We raised here. We got the flush draw. Oh, we're gonna bluff here. Love it. We're gonna bluff in the $30 monster stack. We're gonna take it down. Small bet there just feels very much like in value. So I think we get to bluff a bunch. Obviously, we have a lot of strong hands there too, which helps our ability to bluff quite a bit. A lot of monotone boards I think we want to bet. This one I think I want to check. Now I do think I want to bet. All right, break time. Decent spots in these tournaments going right now. We'll see if we can keep it going and see if we can maybe get a ticket to the $50 event when we come back. See you soon. What's up, folks? We're back. Got a little crooked. Slightly better, maybe. Still a little. Okay. There we go. That makes me feel a little better. All right. This is the play that caught me with Jack 5 post flops. We're jamming. They tank, fold. Actually sitting out. Maybe they didn't come back from break? No, because they limped. We raise here 3 callers for our 9-8 suited. Got a gut shot and a backdoor flush draw here on 7-5 deuce rainbow. Claim to check call here, I think. Bink. Should I type it? Should I just say boom? Bink. Bum, 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 bum. We hope somebody has like a set right here and just wants to stack off right now. No clubs. That's not a club. We're gonna check. Hope they find a bet here. This will keep their bluffs in as well. Yeah, we just check raise jam. I think we jam. Maybe not. Maybe we do like this. Try to give them a better price. They don't go for it. Oh, we do induce what would seem to be at least a bluff or a thin value bet. 6 is here, we jam. We're up against king 9. They flop a king. Need a 6 desperately. We don't find one, instead they find trips. A little unfortunate. A little unfortunate. I got him when he flips. 7 of 9. We're still alive. That's why we make chips early, so that we can lose a flip. Not all the tournament. That's why all the small pots matter. It's obvious when you think about it, but people forget that, right? They're like, oh, I always lose my flips. Everybody loses the same amount of flips in a large enough volume, right? I mean, some people are gonna run bad, some people are gonna run good in small samples, right? But in a large enough volume, everybody loses the same amount of flips. Win the small pots. Win the small pots early. Lose the flip. You're not eliminated. Win the small pots in the middle of the tournament. You lose the late flip. You're not eliminated. Small ball matters a lot. All the little things, they matter. All the little blind versus blind spots that feel like they're nothing, they matter. Right? All the little raise and takes. If you're missing raising when you got, and I do this all the time, especially because I'm streaming. If you're missing the spots to raise when you've got 2 passive players in the blinds, and you should be widening your range accordingly, that matters. You do 5 of those throughout the course of a tournament. You might have a stack that survives a flip instead of one that doesn't. You know what I mean? Try to check raise jam here. Mullen. Queen 9 up against 6 is here. Need to hold. No 5, no 6. Put a high card out there. Or a very low card. That works too. All right, we get a double back there. Now we're 5 of 9. First payout, second place. Only 2 tickets here. Where? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Raising here, debated just shipping it. I think there's an argument to be made for that, especially with this player being super wide and not wanting to fold a lot in the blind, but maybe the same outcome, maybe a different outcome. Maybe we make a little bit more there by raising pre and then taking it down post flop. But obviously, we make a little bit more if we raise and they call, rather than if we just jam and take, we make less. We get an extra big blind out of them there. I was gonna stand, but I'm gonna sit for a little bit. Go back to the standing desk a little later. Back's feeling a little off. We'll stand up a little bit later. A pair of nines. Beat the jack deuce. Mm-hmm. King 10, we're all in here after the limp from Madeline. One left. You're right. Best trip. Don't do it. Don't do it. Didn't do it. I'm really thankful they didn't do it. I'd rather jam now. Both flush draws haven't bricked out yet. Top two pair. We hold. Very nice. 2 of 6 and should be combining here. Yeah, we're on the final table. 2 of 6 with 2 tickets. It's gonna be a battle though. These players have about the same chips as I do. This player not too far behind. Battling for 2 tickets here. 5 opponents remaining. We got to beat 4 of them. We got to outlast 4 of them. Playing for second place. That's how I like to look at it in a satellite. We're playing to get the min cash. Min cash. Ignoring the like leftover money that you have sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's significant, sometimes it's not, but that's neither here nor there. The min cash is the same as first place in this case, right? And this is not the extreme case where there's like 25 tickets and 25th is the same as first, but it still matters. Second is the same as first. Second is winning in this satellite. We get to check here with the 10-5. Nobody raised. A lot of limpy limpertons here in this satellite. Check. Fold. Bow, bow, bow. Dum, dum, dum. Ace Queen takes out the Ace 10, and we see our first player gone here. Now we're 3 of 5. That's both good and bad for us in a satellite. We like seeing a player eliminated because it gets us one place closer to the tickets. We of course want the person that eliminates them to be us if possible to accumulate those chips. We don't love seeing now that this player is a lot harder to overcome since they have 41 big blinds, but maybe they give us a double. You never know. Join another satellite as well. So this one, is going to be a $10 satellite to a 100. Again, 2 tickets guaranteed, but if enough entries get in here, we get 3 tickets or more. Let's raise a hand here in the $10 satellite, the 8-7 of diamonds. Flop a set here. We lose to Jack, Ace Jack, Pocket Jacks, Jack 4, Jack Deuce. Deuces we do not lose to. Very nice. Boat over boat in our favor. They might be overvaluing trips, but it turned out they rivered a boat after they were blasting away. We jammed here, blind versus blind, and this player folded with no chips. We're 3 of 4, but right in contention here for the ticket. Sadly, we will be raised folding here. Jam queens here. The limp. Sadly, the nines knock out the king queen here, and we are going to have to overcome this other player to get the ticket. We're 3 of 3. Come on, baby. Fold again. Jamming here. Good luck, us. Get that one through. We'll fold. Easy one here. We're definitely all in with ace queen. Good luck, us. Ace queen suited. Wow. Just snap rejams. We're up against ace 9. Hold. 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 Let's go. All right. Let's get this ticket. Can't believe they call behind. Like snap call behind. That's wild, man. Don't 3-bet me. Thank you. Jack 10 with the 10 of clubs here, we call. Turn. We'll fold river. King 9, we jam if you fold. Otherwise, we just get out of here, I think. Skadoodle. Just calls, huh? Fold if you don't have it. I don't want you to just spike call them, but you're ahead. Fold? Okay. I didn't want them to call with a 6 there. I didn't think that was going to be a hand that was ahead, but it was ahead. We get a $50 series ticket. All right. $50 series ticket acquired. Now let's get the 100. We're 1 of 12 here. So we got a ticket that we'll use on the $50 PKO 6 max starting about half an hour. Jamming here with ace queen. There folds. Sticky icky. Wait. Raise queens here. All right. Oh, please have a 7. Limp, limp, limp. Mullen. We got here with our gut shot. Player calls. Deuce in the turn. Pull that up here. Okay. I will stand tall. Bluff here on the river. Nobody's bet. We'll take the pot. We watched the Dagobah. Huge Star Wars fan, Birdie. We watched the Dagobah. Under the Tatooine suns. We bullseyed womp rats. Ace 9, we jam over limp. They fold. Ace King here. I'm gonna keep jamming until you stop limping, or you call off and double me up. Maybe I'm very easily could be denying myself a lot of like extra chips there by jamming instead of just raising, but taking a principled stand. Stop freaking limping. All right, sorry. My daughter's friend is trying to FaceTime call. They use my phone, and so my phone is just ringing off the hook. We flop top set here. Did you actually make the flush? You gonna jam like ace king with the ace of clubs? No, they're just gonna fold. All right, take it out. Dr. Dad got gutted. What happened? I think I called both, I guess. Nines versus King Queen and 10-7. Lose the small one to Dan who triples up, but we win a nice side pot. Big side pot there, 3 of 13 here. You're welcome, Dan. Let's raise here with ace king suited. Slimper call folds. We're gonna check on this board. Yep. Na 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 na. Here, Jude. Raise it up here with pocket threes in the $3. Nice card right in the window. Okay. 100%. Easy game. Wanna go back, baby, the way it was before, baby. Okay then. Goodbye. That's far too many chips. Little too late. Bum, 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 bum. Crazy with ace 10 of clubs. No shot. Oh, they never bluff, man. I want a hero, but they never fucking bluff. They just don't. Stop giving money to the nits. This guy's a loose passive, but he's very passive. So like, he just, I mean, he could have an 8 there. He could have a queen. He could have a pair, but he doesn't have nothing. Very rarely. Sometimes you get the nits gone wild, but Raise here with ace jack. Why, man? Sure. Ace 10. We're ahead. They just decided to ship it. We get a nice pot as a result, and we're off to the break with those chips added to our stack. We'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, we're back. The mountain is you. Let's climb that mountain. All in here. Base 3. Get it through. Gonna be folding here. I don't like Dan's limp here. This is the most sus thing of all time. Got a gut shot now. I feel like Dan has aces here. I fold now. Weird. We fold. think Dan maybe got disconnected. That's bad if he had aces. That'd be very tilting. Speaking of aces, though. Raise it up here. We're going to jam here with ace 8. Called by 10 deuce. If we'll have a deuce, turn another one. Double thrust. We call here. We're going to keep a side pot going against this player. And we're going to check out a position. Honestly, we're going to check again. I can't imagine you wouldn't bet a queen on the flop, so we're going to jam. Of course they have a queen. Fucking of course they have a queen. I trap with aces and fucking of course they have queen jack. Like, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? How do they not bet a queen? Like, that sends me to the goddamn moon. And in this one, top loses to a flop set of deuces. Okay, that was a tilting couple of minutes. But it is what it is. I think the hands are both fine. I mean, I think, like, they definitely could be betting, like, fucking 8s there, right? On queen 6-6. And the ace king to deuces just plays itself. That's just the game over. You just dealt the game over. The stack depth, making top pair. They flop to set. On the good news side, dinner is here. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna mute the mic here. Got a little bit of salad and burger. All right. Yeah, mute the mic. Mute the mic. All in here with King 10. They fold. Raise here with aces. Okay. They got the equity advantage, actually. Hold. Damn. We basically just lose a flip after the flop, but it just sucks. You get there. Cracking the aces. Really bad flop for us, obviously. Stop with all the limping. My God. Jesus Christ. They never fold pre. Like, what the fuck, man? I mean, I know it's a $3 tournament, but what the fuck? Like, fucking, what are you inducing here? When there's two players, like when there's one player, we might raise over this because it's often a blocker bet. When there's two players, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at here. There's no way you check a king again, right? Like, there's no way. Okay, we'll re-enter if we have to. We're all in. You inducing here? Yeah, of course you have a fucking king, like they always do. Like fucking hell. This player is 8-9. Like there's. Oh my God! How do you check a king? Okay. How do you check a king when it's that vulnerable? I'm losing it, Jerry. All in. We've got aces again. This is one where some of them actually fold. We do get the double though. Well, Now we bet and get a call here. Check. There's a 9. Raise king 6 of spades. Cool, 3-bet. All right, we're all in. Okay, we go. We're ahead. We're not ahead. We need a king. Cool. Cool. Sure, let's do it. Pocket 5s. Fuck, it's pocket 8s. Let's hit a 5. That's an 8 on the flop. Well, guess we're gonna be back in this one again. Fuck me. All in here with ace 8 of diamonds. Queen 5, we jammed here. We got queen high. Not loving seeing a bet. Ace 8 called by ace 3 over here. You like seeing that. We do get that double in the $3. 10-8 suited here goes up against 4-8, 4-7. We're good there. Dan says cooler. Boom. Got really hand this time. Ace Queen suited versus Dan's King 5. You got me. You fucking got me. Get me back in there. I love battling with Dan. He's a good dude. Dinner was delicious. Really hit the spot. Honestly, like, maybe hit the spot a little too much. I want to go lay on the couch and fucking take a nap. But we're here to grind. Belgians in the Congo. Oh, Malcolm X. And Queen Jack's gotta be an all in here, folks. Rock and roller color wars, I can't take it anymore. They fold. We love to see it. There's jam ace 10 here. Get it through. We didn't start the fire. Ace King 8 suited, we would call off for 5.1. 5.6, I guess, total. We bet 100%. The fuck? Well, not 100% now, I guess. That's a nice river card, folks. I'll take that. Yep. Thank you. 5-4 suited. We get a double, a full double up to 16th of 45 after rivering the flush as our opponent rivers the straight. What a perfect little, what was it? 3 of hearts, 2 of hearts, 3 of hearts. What an immaculate little 3 of hearts that was. King Queen here. Let's flat the small blind. Big blind calls as well. Flop comes 9-9-7. Check here. We call here, 4-way pot, raise, call, we call. Got a gut shot now. We did join. This is not a satellite any longer. This is the PPC 48G PKO. It says 6 max in the title. I don't put that in the title because it's just sort of self-evident. It insists upon itself. Raise here with the Jack 9 suited. Raise with Ace Jack and the $30 monster stack just took it down. Jack 9 of hearts, we raise here, we flop top pair. Player calls, we turn 2 pair. And a spade on the river, huh? All right. Fine. You win. You win. We'll bet out here on the turn and take it down with the ace deuce. Might be just betting with the best hand there, but prevent things like king 10 from hitting a overcard there on the river. Deny them equity a bit. 28 of 33 after taking a hit in that 4 to flush hand where we had 2 pair. Mm-hmm. Crazy with king 10. Ali. A barrel in the jack. And we're gonna jam the river. Fold. Man. They do not want to fold, huh? All right, well, we tried. We really tried. I thought they could have a 4 or a 7 there. Jack 5 was not really in my like purview of hands that they would have floated flop with, and then hold on after hitting the jack. So now we got to spin it up. I don't think that's a punt. I think we repped some of the bigger cards there with a raise, but I don't know. Maybe we don't need to try so hard to win every pot. It didn't seem like they were folding after turn. I wanted to win it. Speaking of not needing to win every pot, we're going to fold the fives here. They eat their entire stack of 40 bigs. Anything but me. Player calls here. A 32 big blind open rip. Ace 8. Wow, okay. Ace 4 calls the 32 big blind open jam from Ace 8. We had Ace 7 here. Okay, so we know that this player to our right is definitely playing a splashy $5 tournament in their mind. They're going a little nutso. They jam again here. We're folding. Here we raise pocket tens. Player calls in the small blind. Anything but me. An eagle, a crow or a seagull. I know the scene. I got a pair of threes. What do you got, Emmy? Pair of nines in the river. Ouch. Let him get there. I thought about jamming flop, but didn't follow through with it. Blind versus blind. All in here with ace jack. Called by queen jack, a 73% to double. That's a queen in the window. But a king on the river. We'll take the 8 on the river, I guess, for the chop. We'll take the chop, I suppose. Apart, can't reach to your heart. Nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. Let's ISO a bounty with ace 3. Okay, so successfully they've got 9-7 offsuit. Flop 2 pair. Got him dead on the turn. You will win that bounty. Claimed. And we've got aces. They seem very scared. Flop of king, jack, 10. Turn ace. But there's 3 clubs and 4 to the straight out here. Let's pair the board on the river. Would I ever turn my aces into a bluff here? Probably not when they go pot, though. Maybe, but not when they go pot. Bluff ISO here in the $50 PKO. And all in here with ace 4 of clubs. Bluff ISO gets called. Ace 4, we're ahead up here. Let's watch that one first. We're not ahead anymore. We need an ace on the river. Does he be saved? No, Barry. You can go ahead and fold. You can go ahead and fold, Wilder. Let it go. There we go. We continue telling the story after raising pre. We are out of the $30. We do win this one in the 50. We fired 3 bullets, I think, in that $30. Bluffed off our stack in the last one, but I don't know. I'd rather go out bluffing than go out just bleeding to nothing, which is what I always used to do. It's growth, I think, honestly. That's not cope. Ace Queen takes out the 9s. I don't know why this guy just keeps like cackling at everyone. Like it's a very normal hand of poker. I mean, there's a lot of chips in pre, I guess, but still, it's a pretty normal hand of poker. Oh, they just open ripped. Wait, who had the ace queen? Yeah, they just open ripped the ace queen and the other guy called with 9s. Let me watch the sunsets into night around me. All yours, my friend, all yours. Edge of me, he ran. Bet River here, they fold in the $5 PKO. Let's raise here with the Ace King in the $5. I'm ready. Flipping with sevens. Gotta win your flips. We're not gonna win this one. Not gonna win that one, but we're back in there. Call here with King 6 suited in the small blind. Fuck. I've got 2 pair here. Seven four is no good. King Jack, the Jack kicker plays. Alright, we're gonna be all in here, folks. 7.5 bigs, we got aces. Called at risk with our aces. Going for a triple up here. Maybe a quadruple up. You coming too? You coming along, Reese? No. Can we triple aces versus Jack 7 and King 10? Jack 7 flops 2 pair. We need a 9 or an ace. All right. I don't know what to say about that. We jam 8 big blinds. Jack 7 calls. They get there. I don't know what else to say about that. All right, folks, we're off to another break. Be right back. All right, folks, we're back. I have a pair. Anybody else? Oh, did I win that hand? I was looking at something else. I did. Let's raise pocket sixes here. Raise an ace deuce as well. Got a pair of twos. Eights is good. Hey, what's up? Too stressed. Good luck to you as well. Happily chase your bounty here, Wilder, if you jam. Old, sadly. No bounty chase for us. Here we flat a raise with pocket threes. Now we fold post flop here. raise the Queen 4 student. Fold to the 3-bet. Is this Run It Once Poker rebranded? Yes. Purchased by Rush Street Interactive and made into BetRivers Poker for sure. Probably one of the best looking clients. I do agree. I think design wise it looks freaking fantastic. And yes, it is. It is formerly Run It Once. Phil Galfond and Phil Hellmuth are both ambassadors for BetRivers Poker, which now exists in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Delaware, and West Virginia, with New Jersey hopefully coming by the end of the year. A squeeze here with the Kings. Both players call. And the flop is ace high. Fuck me. We have to hope that both players don't have an ace now. Just save our chips. Not in the business of jamming on a ace high board 3 ways with kings, I don't think. And 3-bet pot. Just too much ace-x existing out there. So we will lick that wound and move on. And folks, I might wrap the stream relatively soon and just sort of grind some of the other series events off stream and kick it back up if we get somewhere deep. I'm feeling a little sluggish and want to be, you know, well rested for main event day tomorrow. We would hunt bounty here for 13 bigs if they jam. Yeah, we got to go for it. Jack 10 versus 9-7. We're ahead. Come on, baby. Come on now. The 9-7-0 beats our Jack 10. Such a good chance for a bounty and a nice stack. 35 big blinds. Instead, we're cut down to 7.5. Could have had 35 big blinds. The pot was only the stack they have, obviously 28, but we get another 7. 9-7-0 beats our Jack 10. Really unfortunate. Let the good times roll. But no, I've always thought and do think that this client looks fantastic. Agreed. Ace 10 versus ace 9 and 6s here. Flop at 10, but the ace 9 turns a flush. Poker be poker, man. 40% 3 ways and a PKO for a stack is a good spot. Figured I can't play there, shame. Yeah, maybe someday, we'll see. It'd be a long way away. We got to go state by state here first. Maybe Canada if we get lucky. You know, there's been little rumblings of Canada, of some of the Canadians wanting to join in with the multi-state pool here, but just the most faint of rumblings. I think anything more global would be pretty far off. Sad to say. We'll be all in here though. with King 10 suited. Offering up our bounty with the 2 Broadway cards. King 10 of diamonds. We are called at risk by 760. Are they going to do it to us again? Fading hearts. All right. Jack 10 loses 9-7, but the King 10 does beat the 7-6 here. Have you been playing every day this series? Not, I think so. Maybe not every day. I think I've played at least a little bit every day. Why, Savronius? I have, I think. I think I've played at least a little bit every day of the series. Like I fired the trophy events like each series night at least. haven't streamed every night. But I did have a surprise stream because I won a trophy a couple of nights ago. On Thursday. Who at the turn they fold? Our top pair hand. Lines are up. Over a limp here, we're just gonna jam the pocket fives. Raise the King Jack. Call here to chase a bounty. It's King Queen. Cool. I'll take your... Never mind. I'll just lose. Played every day last series. I got so burned out. I've taken my usual days off this series. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do for you, man. I will say I did not put in a full grind session every day of the series. I know how that can burn you out. You got second on the gold leaderboard, so it was worth it. Yeah. It's a grind, man. I mean, it's not for everybody. The leaderboard chase is a tough one. As a streamer, I feel like if I get it on there at all, I gotta really go after it. I might not do that every series though. You know, this is like the marquee series, the BPC. I think is going to be one of their big ones. I think they've established it as such, and it'll only grow from here. But I don't know if I'll, put in a full leaderboard chase every single series. We'll see. I love the idea of hunting for the leaderboard, but I also love the idea of seeing my family. So those two are a little bit incongruous. So I don't think I can do this every series, but I was happy to be able to do it today. This one. Unfortunately, I'm not too far up the gold leaderboard. I'm doing okay on the silver. I'm happy to have gotten a trophy. I was break even and felt like I was losing all the maybe spots where I was on the final two tables, especially in the trophy events. And it was getting to my brain a little bit. I was getting a little tilted, which is silly. It's just poker. It's just variance, and you can't expect your good variance to pile up in a few trophy events. But I wish it would happen. I get jealous of the people for whom it does happen. It's funny. I was talking to my wife. I don't consider myself a very jealous person by nature, but I am very competitive. And when I see someone else, even someone I really enjoy and admire and like Nio when he got a trophy, before I did in when we were working together, and Dan, Dr. Dad Poker has two trophies here in this series. I'm jealous. I'm not gonna lie to you. I get a little bit embarrassingly kind of angry jealous. I don't like it about myself, but it's true. And it's silly. And it's something I need to work on as a person, but I was very happy to get one. It alleviated a lot of that for me, but I need to work on the problem at the root of it and be satisfied with playing well, and the wins will come. Hopefully the trophies will come as well. And just remember that having a trophy is not the be all end all. It's really nice for a streamer. It's really nice to have it, to be able to take a picture of it and post it later on social media, get a little bit of easy likes and appreciation for that, have it in the background of the stream, etc. So I want all those things, and I'm working hard to try to get all those things, and that's a good thing. But it's really bad when I'm feeling me when someone else gets it and I don't. That's ugly. It's ugly, and I like I said, I don't even like saying that on the stream, but I'm an open book, and I try to be an open book about where I am and where I'm at and where I've been. So I'm working on that. But yeah, all that is to say, when there's trophies involved, I'm willing to go even harder to try to go after the series, and I totally relate to the burnout, and I totally relate to wanting to have days off, and I will not say you just need to be built different or whatever. You don't want it enough. No, take what you need, listen to your mind, listen to your body, take the time off, and come back strong. We're just gonna jam here. Flop top pair and a gut shot. They've got ace king. 68% chance to stay alive. I don't want my queen of clubs. Get out of here. Back in the $50 PKO. I did start out last series with 2 wins, so it's quite motivating to battle every day. Yeah. It's that'll energize you for sure. Like, right, like some early success. For me, it was really tough. You know, I've been in some tough spots as an ambassador where I feel compelled to keep playing. The hard part for me is I don't feel like I can quit. So like, if a series is just smashing my face in, and there's been a couple of those, I still feel like I gotta come in the next day and fire up the stream and turn it on and entertain and bring it. And that's a tough spot to be in sometimes. I like, to the point of almost being like, I feel like I'm in a pit of despair. And it's not great, but at the same time, it's sort of, when I get to the other end of it, I do sort of feel like proud of myself for persevering. And some of those series did actually some of those like times did actually turn around, right? Like, I remember one time, I was streaming and I was getting crushed by a series, and I felt like, I'm not even gonna stream tonight, because like, I don't even want to stream tonight. I'm sitting there firing up the stream, and I'm like, it's just gonna go bad again. Why would I even do this? And then I had like one of my best nights ever. You know what I mean? So like, you never know. And I'm sort of proud of myself for persevering, but at the same time, I also look back and I think like, it would be okay if I just said like, I know I said I would stream these nights, but I need a few nights off. I think the people I've worked for before and the people I work for now, I know the people at BetRivers would be like, hey, it's okay. Like, they might not be like ecstatic about it, like, and I certainly wouldn't abuse it or whatever, but I'm pretty sure they would be like, yeah, take some time, come back soon, but take some time, Go to the non-club river. Is the mind killer. All in here with pocket fours, folks. We'd honestly prefer an ISO from like overcards. Did not really want to go 3 ways. What do we want to see? A 5 and a deuce. Jamming here for 17. Hang on, live. We live. We jam here, we get it through. All right, we live in the $5 PK over here. Yeah, anyway, working. I mean, I'm always working on, I'm pretty good about taking breaks. I'm pretty good about taking some time off and not feeling like I have to go absolutely balls to the wall. But there are some times when I've pushed it a little too hard and burned myself out a little bit as a result. I've been here a long time, though. I've been doing this a long time. I think I could stream many, many days in a row, and it's sort of like it's just life at this point. It doesn't really burn me out. I'm comfortable with this being like my evening, I know, like, I'm in a fortunate situation where my job, my daytime job, I do return to office 1 day a week now, but that only just started. So for a long time, I've been like, I don't know if I could actually travel to an office and then do this every evening. So if that return to office mandate escalates further, we might have to make a decision one way or the other. I've really considered looking for opportunities in the poker industry because I've built out sort of my pedigree with like knowledge of the game, community connections, just being a good ambassador and all this stuff to, I think, be, on the short list for a lot of like positions within a poker operator, community manager, those kind of things. Like, or if they needed someone to like lead a stream team, teach some streamers, I'm not the biggest streamer in the world, but like I said, I've been here for a long time. I know the ins and outs. So maybe that would happen, but right now, you know, this is what I do. But yeah, I mean, I also, I very consciously, you know, I do take, I'm not a streamer who streams 365, you know, 52 weeks a year, 365 days a year. You know, I take weeks off to go to the beach. I take weekends off to travel with my family. I've gone to some like live poker events, which is like work but vacation at the same time. You know, it mix it up a little bit at least. Whoa, what's happening over here? Ace deuce, so thirsty. We'll bet here on Jack Jack King and take it down. Ace deuce, thirst slaked as they take out the pocket tens. Let's see if we can get away with a limp in the $5 PKO. Definitely more likely to get away with this in the 5 than in the 50, I think. Obviously, we're not folding when they click it. We're just going to snap. Very unfortunate to flop bottom pair here. We are going to fold. No hearts. So we're just like hoping for the jack to come and then also hoping no one has a king. Rather not. Going mad. Wow, flopped straight beats the rivered straight. Woofta. One night stand. Nightstand. One night and one more time. All the memories, even though they weren't so great. Yeah, I think we might just wrap it up here soon, folks. Let's see what happens with this ace jack here. We jam in a PKO. Offer up the booty. They fold though. Getting out of your soul. But yeah, I mean, like, there's many things I do. Like, I take nights off, I take time off. I also don't, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wish I had time to study the game. I really don't. I try to improve, you know, when I'm streaming. I try to learn from that. I try to consume content, like study type content that is good for me to digest. Sometimes I've read some books by Barry Carter and Darrow Kearney, or sometimes I watch streams or videos to try to learn some things that I'm not doing that I can implement to my game. But I really don't have time to be in the lab. Like, I mean, there are people out there who say, like, you should be, you know, studying twice as much as you're playing or whatever, you know, with working full-time, family, other things that I'm interested in, and then, you know, streaming poker as many nights as I do a week. There's just no chance. It's just not at all possible. I don't really have time to study. And so, I don't know. The Zen thing for me there has just been like trying to, and often failing, but trying to come to terms with the fact that I'm not going to be the greatest player on the felt every night. You know what I mean? I'm above average. I do well. I'm a profitable player. That's where I hang my hat. That's where that's where I live. It's my wheelhouse. And sometimes I'm gonna sunrun. I sunrun the tournament on Thursday night. The FT, I had like kings 3 times. One of them got cracked, but I had kings 3 times, two, like all for big pots. and the third one where I got cracked wasn't a big pot, but the first two were like pretty big. And then on the final hand of the FT, three-handed, I flopped a straight and just didn't even have to play heads up. So I mean, that's gonna happen sometimes, and sometimes I'm gonna crush an FT. Like I said, I'm a competent player, but I don't think I'm out there on the cutting edge of the meta. I don't think I'm out there. I don't have all the exploits of population and stuff like that some of these guys have. And at the end of the day, that's okay. And it's not to judge them. I'm not trying to say like those guys are losers, but I'm just all I want to do is recognize that I'm in a stage of my life and have things going on where I don't have time for that. Essentially, if they have time for that, if they're single dudes or they have a different life setup where they have more time, where if they're full-time pros where they don't have a job, that would give me enough time to study, but I don't have that luxury. And I want to be very careful about the time when I make that decision to not just give myself that luxury, but to... All right, we're going to be all in here with King Queen suited. All right, and with that said, I think I am going to wrap the stream here. Another queen. With that one done, I think I am going to wrap the stream here, guys. We busted 2 bullets in the $50 PKO, maybe 3 bullets. I don't even remember. I think it was 2. And then we just have this 9 big blind stack left in the 5. I'm going to grind off stream. If I get deep in one of the trophy events, you may see me just fire it right back up. But I'm going to go connect with my family. I'm actually just going to jam this too. I'm gonna go connect with my family, hang out with them for a little bit, and grind off stream. And if we end up in a huge spot, you'll see me again. But until then, thank you so much for being here, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow for main events. As we bust here as well. I was not trying to intentionally bust. We actually double. We don't bust. I did the streamer equivalent of putting my backpack on. I said I busted before the river came. But regardless, we're gonna depart. And yeah, thanks for the conversation surrounding us, and thanks for being here, everybody. You'll see me tomorrow, if not sooner. If I get a big spot tonight, you'll see me tonight. Later.